What's up, fellow gamers? Today we're going to show you guys how to easily solo the Cayo Perico heist. First thing you're going to want to do, head to your submarine, walk up to the planning table, click right at your D-pad here to set up the heist, confirm for the $100,000. Go ahead and click on Gather Intel first. It's going to be the first order of business we got to do here. Head on over to your driver's seat, click on Fast Travel here, and you want to find the location closest to that yellow circle here on the map. I recommend a flying vehicle for this. I currently do have the helicopter in the back of my submarine, so I'm going to take this out of here currently. Any flying vehicle works for this setup though. Now after this yellow dot, there's always going to be a little small plane, as well as a couple of bad enemies here that you want to fight. I don't suggest you use missiles to blow them up, because there is a chance you can blow up the plane, which will force you to restart the mission. You can go ahead and just land pretty close nearby, and time to make some quick work of these guys here really fast. Once you got them all killed, just head over to the plane right here. Go on and enter the plane. Now, regardless where this plane spawns on the map, it's always going to ask you to go fly down to this corner, the bottom southeast corner, more like southeast corner. No.
You stupid.
Go ahead and finish flying down here to the bottom of the map. Your altitude is not going to matter much, and this is going to go ahead and bring us to Cayo Perico. Now that we're here at Cayo Perico, if you look here straight in front of me from where you spawn, there's always going to be a motorcycle right here. Go ahead and jump on this motorcycle right here. Head up into the woods a little bit right here. Travel a little slow right here so you don't crash into the tree and lose it, because this vehicle does not stay on your map as a personal vehicle, so you might have a little bit of a difficult time finding it if you crash off of it. You can go ahead and just cross through this field here. If you look down at the mini-map, there's going to be two roads kind of running parallel to each other. We're going to want to cross over both of those roads once we get over there.
You stupid.
Don't do what I did right there and bust your ass off of the motorcycle, but if you do, head on back, get back on it. Alright, we're going to go ahead and cross these two roads. You notice we're going a little left of that camera. It's on our right-hand side on this road that we currently just crossed. Now we're going to stay out into this field. And you want to slow down your motorcycle a little bit right here, because if you're extra loud, you might trigger an alarm or trigger a guy seeing you. When you get to this big rock, slowly go right here. As soon as you cross this fence, you're going to want to bust a right behind this pillar. Come on around these sandbags and sandboxes. Come right here, across this road right in front of this vehicle. Slowly gonna work our way out into this field. We're gonna head down to this road right here. As soon as we get onto the road, we're gonna cross into this field, avoiding the camera that's once again on our left. And now we got a free shot up to the tower. Personally, I enjoy hitting a little ramp right here. Now, you're going to be looking around here for the security box. There's the one that normally spawns right here. Sometimes it optionally spawns right over here. So if the box is in any of those two locations, you want to just turn around and head up one of these ladders right here. Now, there's going to be 3 floors up here for this now to potentially be on, so you want to check each and every one of them. It's not here. It would normally spawn right here in front of me in this little jog out in the railing system. So we're going to head around the back, head to the next ladder, head on up to the next floor. If it was on this floor, it would also be in that same spot in this little jog out right here in the rail, and it's not there, so we're going to head to the top floor now. And as you can see, the box is right here in front of us, and we're going to have to hack the box really quick. This box hack is just some simple math. If you click on one of these, it's going to give you the option to multiply the number by 10. As you can see at the bottom, it went to 60. To multiply the number by 1, as you see at the bottom, stay to 6, or to multiply the number, sometimes it also gives you the option to do it by 2. In this case, if we were to take 8, let me do this. If you take 8 multiplied by 10, it's going to give us 80, and then the 6 plus the 9 is going to be the other 15. Our target number is up top, which is 95, if you look in the top center up there. And all we want to do is achieve that number. Now that we got it, we're going to click it and let the game work its magic. Open up your cell phone, bottom right corner down here, the Sightseer app. This allows us to go look inside of the compound. We're gonna click through the cameras and head right to the basement. Top right corner tells us where we are. We're currently at the Panther. Now we're going to the courtyard. We're gonna move right through to the basement, check out what the primary is. Since there's nothing inside of that case, it's gonna be the bearer bonds. If you're gonna be going with additional people, you can click through all the additional storage cameras for the basement. Right there is gonna give us some gold. No paintings on the wall there today. No painting on the wall there, as well as no painting there. We do have a painting there, an empty table. We have cash on this table. And you wanna just throw this camera until that little white arrow pops up on top of the item that you're looking at there. So if you look right now on the left-hand side of the screen, you see the cash over there. There's no arrow on top of it. And once I turn the camera a certain length, the arrow pops up. And then it'll actually register through Pavel that it is there for us. There's some additional gold in the next room. Some more gold. Now keep in mind, if you're gonna do this solo, you don't need to go check any of those other tables. And what I like to do is go ahead and just jump off the top of this and let your character die. It's a quick way to get back to the airport. Walk over to the plane, press right on your D-pad, and let's head back.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard, retard, retard.
Now when you get back to the mainland, you want to get in your submarine and you want to beach your submarine anywhere along this beach right here, and I'll explain why here in a little bit. Head back over to your planning table. Let's go over to preps now. We're going to go right on down to equipment, and you don't need to get this top on the demolition charges. You can skip that. You're going to want to go to the second one down. It's either going to be the safe code or it's going to be the device you need to cut through the glass if you get the tequila bottle or anything inside of the display case there. All right, in our flying vehicle we go. Since we do have the safe code, this one's usually at the casino. All right, we're here at the casino. We're going to go ahead and run up to the front door here to get this started. As you can see, Pavel just sent us an image of the person that we're going to be looking to kill. Go ahead and walk over to the elevator. This is going to bring us up to the penthouse. Travel down these hallways until you see two people standing in front of one of the doors. Now these two guys indicate that this is going to be the door we need to go into. Just go ahead and blast them really quick. Head onto the door. As you can see, we are inside of the penthouse, and it's going to be a shootout inside of here. Now, usually for the most part, when you get here inside of the casino, just go ahead and head to the right here. Head in this first room to your right. The head of security is usually inside of this room. He is not today, though. Look for the guy with the red arrow above his head that was right here. And as you can see, down on the mini-map, there's going to be a green bag. Walk over to him. You're going to press right on your D-pad, and that'll allow you to search him for the code. Go ahead and head back outside. We do got to go back down the elevator though. There'll be a little bit of fighting inside of this area. Just head over to the yellow dot. Now that we're outside, we do got to lose the cops. This is one of the reasons I highly recommend a flying vehicle. And once you get in your flying vehicle, you're only going to have 2 stars. So you can just go up in the sky a little bit. It'll be pretty easy to lose the cops as long as you stay away from the cops on the road from seeing you. And then head on back to your submarine. Once in the submarine, head back to the planning screen once again. Head back over to prep, down to equipment, and we're going to go for the fingerprint cloner this time. There's only a few optional spots it's going to tell you to go, but as usual, you're going to head over to the yellow dot, and it's always down inside of the city. This is one of the main reasons we have the Kasaka beached over there, but I'll show you the actual main reason after this mission. Alright, there's always 2 cameras outside of this circle. I never worry about them. If you want to go ahead and take the cameras out, go ahead. If you take a grenade launcher to shoot a grenade, sometimes you die, like that.
You stupid.
This computer here is the one you gotta hack. Don't mind the dead guy here.
Whoa, 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 hey, 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 hey!
All you gotta do on this hack is wait till the red letter comes down and then go ahead and click X on your controller. Go ahead and head back outside once you finish that up. And go ahead and jump back on your flying vehicle and head over to the second yellow circle for this mission. Once again, this one's going to have cameras, but you can just ignore them. Inside of this room here, you want to head to this back corner where these computers are here. And then somewhere on one of these desks is going to be the fingerprint cloner, which we just collected there. And then just go ahead and head back out. Don't even bother fighting any of these guys. Just jump on your flying vehicle and leave them alone. Head on back to your submarine, Casaco, whichever you want to call it. Now, I know most people enjoy using their Mark II for missions, but I personally am one of them. And the reason why we're beaching this submarine is so that we can park our Mark II up here, we can get out, and we can go inside of our submarine. Now, if your submarine's in the water and you park there and go inside, the majority of the times it destroys your bike and it's going to cost you $10,000. That's good. Back to the planning screen. Prep once again, equipment, and we are going down for the cutting torch this time. Now, if you see, by beaching my Casaca, instead of my bike getting destroyed, it's right on down there. So I can go ahead and just drop down here, jump on my bike, and go again. Now, this mission is always going to bring us to one of the construction sites. You do have the option on these missions to locate a yellow hard hat to avoid fighting. Me personally, I've been playing this game for so long now. I'm level 573 on this account that I kind of enjoy the fighting, so I skipped the hard hat. So out of the 3 potential construction sites, this one does take the longest. You got to run to a couple of these yellow circles first to get on the elevators to get to the top. And then once you're at the top, you can either prepare yourself to go find a yellow hard hat, which is actually right here once you guys get up here, or you can just go down blazing. You want to go to each one of these toolboxes that has a little green arrow on top of it and go look inside for a torch. That one does not have one. This one also does not have one. See a green arrow right there. Oop, I'm getting shot up. Not toolbox. Also not this one. So this is the one here. You're looking for the toolbox with that blue torch inside of it. You see that blue little item there? If you walk on up to it, press right on the D-pad, it'll allow you to collect it. And the only good part about this construction site is you get to jump off and parachute, baby, for those of you that like parachuting. Once again, they're going to send some of these red dots after you. You guys can just avoid them completely, get in your flying vehicle, and just head on back to the Casaca. Alright, so those are the only 3 of the equipment you need to do. You do not need to collect the demolition charges. But next we're going to go ahead and head down to our weapon loadout. You can pick any one of these that you want. I prefer and recommend the aggressors. You will have to confirm that those are the ones that you want because you cannot switch once you do this mission. So this mission is always going to give us 1 of 2 options. We're either going to head over to Merryweather and follow a helicopter to where an Avenger is, or we're going to head into a CEO building, and if any of you have a CEO, you're going to head up into the CEO office upstairs and fight a whole bunch of bad guys up there. This one's going to be Merryweather, so we got to go over here towards the yellow dot to trigger a helicopter. They tell you to follow it, but you do not have to actually follow it, and you don't want to get close to it, because if you do get close to it, it will shoot at you. See, so I just triggered the mission, and now I'm just going to fly away. I'm going to head up north. I know it has 1 of 3 locations it's going to go fly to. So the Valkyrie is always heading to 1 of 3 spots. This is the first optional spot. It'll be here in the corner in the parking lot. It's not currently here. The second optional spot is going to be right here in the field behind this clothing store. As you can see, it's also not here. And the third optional spot is going to be right here in this field up in Grapeseed. And as you can see by the red dots popping up, this is where it's going to be this time. If your flying vehicles has missiles, feel free to go ahead and kill everything here as long as your Valkyrie is still a safe distance away. You don't want to do it when your Valkyrie is close. You can preemptively kill all these guys. And then what you want to do is you see the Valkyrie's approaching here, you just want to move away from it a little bit. If you get near that Valkyrie while it's in the air, it will shoot at you and it will kill you, and if it does, it usually fails the mission on you. See, I'm just watching this Valkyrie right here. Go ahead and fly. I'm going to let it land, and you want to make sure that people get out of the helicopter before you shoot them. Even though it's going to allow me to lock on it before, you don't want to shoot them until they get out of that Valkyrie. If you blow that Valkyrie up, it also fails the mission on you. You can see I'm locked on the guy, but I'm going to give him a second here. See how he's walking away from the helicopter? And now I can go ahead and shoot at him. Alright, next it's going to ask me to get in the Avenger. I'm going to go ahead and park right here. This is going to fly us up into the sky and ask us to parachute back down. So make sure you go ahead and park your flying vehicle somewhere you can get to it quickly once you are back on the ground. All right, we collected the weapons. We're gonna head back over by the door, grab one of these parachutes right here if you don't have one, and then wait at the door right here until it gives us the option to leave the Avenger. Here we go. I got the option now, pressing right on the D-pad to jump out. Now the longer you wait, the farther away from this location you'll be.
You stupid.
And once you land, go ahead and get back in your flying vehicle. Same thing with the red dots, you guys can just ignore them. Just head on back to your Kasaka. Now you do have the option, if you are really far away, like right now you see we're 5.4 miles away from our Kasaka, we can go ahead and request it again and it will spawn it somewhere closer to us. See, now it respawned and it's 1.25 miles away. It's just over this mountain out in the water. Now keep in mind, like we stated earlier, we beached our Kasaka for a reason. So now that we're gonna land our bike out here in the water, if we go inside, this bike is gonna get destroyed. So I'm gonna go in here, go to manage vehicles, and I'm gonna return the vehicle to storage. And that prevents it from getting destroyed. Head back to our planning screen again. This time we're gonna go over to prep and we're gonna go to approach vehicles and pick the submarine. Click on fast travel and we want to put ourselves as close to that yellow dot as possible. This is gonna be the closest location. And then we do want to go ahead and drive our submarine as close to this yellow dot as possible. Now once you get pretty close to the test site like this, you can go ahead and press right on your D-pad and that'll put you in your periscope. Hold L2 to go ahead and lock. And one by one, take out the 3 boats that are in the water. You only need to shoot once at each one. And then go ahead and take out the helicopter that's flying in the sky too. Once you got them taken out, go ahead and put your submarine inside of this yellow circle here. And this is going to make it easier to get back to once you complete this mission. Now go ahead and head outside and jump right on in the water here. Go ahead and dive straight down. As you can see, the submarine is directly underneath of us. And we're going to head for this yellow circle right on top. Now, there's a couple optional spots inside of the submarine where this can be. If you go to the left, you're going to stay upstairs. If you go to the right, you're going to head downstairs. There's 2 spots downstairs and there's 1 upstairs. Now, if it's upstairs, it's always going to be in this room on this table. It's not currently there, but right here on the table is where it will be. All right, if it's not there, we're going to go ahead and head down these stairs here. And it is popping up now on my map on the very back of the submarine. So if you head all the way into the back, past the prison cell here that you do during the mission for the Bogdan, you see it back there with the green arrow on top of it. This is what the second optional spot it can be. I'm going to go ahead and walk up to it. Press right on the D-pad, you'll pick it up. And if you were to come down the stairs, you head into this room. The third optional spot it would be right here at the bottom of these stairs. A lot of you guys probably recognize this area from running through the Bogdan. This right here is the stairs that you would have come down had you gone to the right at the start. So this is where we start at, right here where this yellow circle is. Let's go ahead and leave this submarine. Now we're gonna have helicopters and things chasing us as soon as we come outside. This is why I parked the submarine directly on top of the other one, so that I can climb right up here, climb onto the submarine, and be done. Alright, those are all the required missions or the setups to do in order to go ahead and run the heist. But we are going to go and do one disruption. We're going to do the armor disruption because I want to also show you guys how to kill the Juggernaut once you are inside. Keep in mind, this mission is a timed mission. As you can see on the bottom right hand corner, we have 10 minutes to do this mission in full. I do recommend you fast travel your submarine back down to the city first. And what you want to do is fly over to this first yellow circle that's going to be over here and blow everything up when you get there. I highly recommend you use a flying vehicle with missiles for this. Now there is always an outside and an inside to this part of the mission. So you can go ahead and hover right above this area, look for where all the trucks are down there, and you can go ahead and just shoot a few missiles down there. As you can see, a lot of things will start blowing up. And what you're looking for is all these red arrow crates right here. Go ahead and blow all them up. And it's going to ask you to go inside. Just head on over to the yellow circle. And this is one of my favorites. So I usually just take the grenade launcher, shoot one over there, shoot one over here. Apparently exit in the process. Those 2 were enough. It did register. So normally if you just shoot the grenade launcher one on each side, you will blow all the crates up inside of there. And then last but not least, it's always going to spawn a tugboat somewhere down here in the southern part of the ocean. Go ahead and jump back in your flying vehicle again. Head on over to it. As you can see, here's the tugboat right on down here. Go ahead and blow that bad boy up, and we are all finished. Alright, now that we got all of our missions done, we're going to head on back to the planning screen. Now you go over here to finale and click start at your bottom right hand corner. Now obviously you can go ahead and invite friends, and you would get more money by inviting friends, but as the title of this video says, this is going to show you how to do this solo. Are you sure you want to launch this job on your own? Oh yeah. Alright, approach vehicle, select the Kasaka. Infiltration point, collect the drainage tunnel. Compound entry point, drainage tunnel. Escape point, Kasaka again. So Kasaka, drainage tunnel, Kasaka. Time of day, it's up to you. I like daytime. Go to your weapon loadout, put the suppressor on. You need this on there, trust me. And then go ahead and click continue. So this will always spawn you in the water behind the back of the compound, and all you want to do is stay underwater here and go ahead and swim to the yellow circle. People try to dodge these mines. It doesn't matter whether or not you dodge them. If you hit them, they don't blow up. They're just there for show. First order of business, we're going to go ahead and head up to this grate. Press right on your D-pad to select the cutting torch. Hold your R2 and just slide back and forth across them like this. Once you got them all cut, go ahead and move to the next line. Same thing, just move up and down on it like this. Go ahead and move on to the bottom next. Get these bad boys cut. And then the final side here, nice and easy, baby. Now, it is not mandatory to kill everybody in here, but as a bonus, I'm going to show you guys how to take out each and every guard inside of here so that you guys never have an issue. First order of business, we're going to go for the Juggernaut, so we're going to go right here, we're going to climb over this rail, and we're going to just hang out right here and wait for this Juggernaut to come. He's going to walk right into our little trap. See him right there, just hanging out, walking, pacing. A lot of people would panic right now, thinking he's going to shoot and kill us. Once he gets outside of those arches, go ahead and just lock on him and pop him a few times and he'll drop. Next, you want to head back here to these two guards. Now you want to get a headshot on the first guy and then just spam a few times on the second guy. He'll drop. Come on down here. This guy will be standing there at the edge. Pop him once in the back of the head. Had I been moving fast enough and not talking to you guys, I could have gotten this guy back here. But we're going to just wait here. Alright, here he comes. He's going to walk on out. He's going to stop right there. Just go ahead and pop him once in the head. You can head on down here and just wait behind this tree right here. This guard's going to walk into that archway. Then he's going to come to a complete stop. And he's going to turn around. As soon as he turns around, that's where we want to pop him. Go ahead and head underneath this archway. You don't want to go on the outside because there is a camera right above my head right there. You see it? It is looking outside there. So stay underneath these arches. Let's move up here. Head up these stairs right here. And this guy will be waiting right here. Going to pop him in the back of the head. And he did drop the gate key for us. It is random who dropped the gate key and one of the additional key cards. This guy, same thing. He doesn't move. He just stands still. So go ahead and pop him in the back of the head as well. And you will encounter one guy on these stairs. If you want, you can wait for him to walk to you, but if you're confident enough and you know your gun game's good, you can just keep running up till you see him and just go ahead and pop him. Head inside of the top office. There's always going to be a key card right there. Collect that key card, walk over here, open the safe. You're going to get a little bonus. It's like anywhere from 40 to 100K bonus. 61,906 this time. Not too bad. Alright, once you get to the bottom of the stairs here, we're going to head back off to the right. I like jumping over that rail and heading right up these stairs. We're going to wait for this guy here. You see him right there patting? We're going to wait for him to walk past this door that we're aiming at right now. Once he gets past that door, you can go ahead and just pop him in the head. Head up these stairs. There's a guy up top here. He never moves. He's always just facing the same direction, so feel free to move to the top, turn around, and pop him too. Alright, once you're back down here, stay to the left, head down this little tunnel right here. You want to stay to your left hand side because there is a camera on our right. You're going to go into the center right here. Once again, stay to the left. Same thing, anytime doing a double, get a headshot on the first guy and then just pop the second guy a few times. He'll always drop. Head on down these stairs. Now we're watching this guy right here. We're going to wait for him to get to about the bottom of the stairs that are in front of us because there is a camera in the back left corner. So you want to kill him about there, because there's a camera right there, as you can see, and if you look down at the mini-map, you'll see him just about anywhere you kill him besides this corner. So you want to stay on this corner of the little courtyard when you kill him. Alright, now we're going to head back over to the start. We're gonna walk right past where we started to kill the Juggernaut, and we're gonna go to the other side and kill the last, what is it, 4 guys, 5 guys? All right, back at the start here, head up the stairs to your left. I think this is everybody's like known guy. He's just standing here staring off into the distance. Pop him in the head. Go ahead and bust a left right here and come into this little area. And we're just gonna wait for this guard to come walking to us. He's gonna turn that corner there, and as soon as he does, we're gonna kill him in this hallway back here. Climb over this rail to head to the top of these stairs. This is another one of the guys waiting upstairs. He doesn't move. He just sits there staring off into the distance. You can pop him in the back of the head if you care. And then you want to kind of stay in the center here because there is a camera to our left where we're heading, and then there's 2 guards to the right. We don't want to get seen by the camera, and we don't want to get seen by the guys. If you climb over this right here, same thing with 2 guys. Make sure you got a headshot on one, and then just go ahead and pop the other guy a few times, and now everybody is dead. As you can see on our map, we no longer have anybody left alive, just the cameras. Come onto this door, unlock this door. We're gonna go ahead and hack the key cloner. I'll teach you guys a little trick with this fingerprint cloner here. A lot of people don't know. So these fingerprints are always in order. This is always the first piece. You see how it's like the top of the arch of the oval? This will be the second one. This will be the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and then back to the first one. So you could always go and just count. So I know this is number 1, this is number 2, this is number 1, 2, 3, and that's how you finish it. It's that simple. All right, we're gonna go ahead and head in, unlock this door. And because we have the safe, I'm gonna go 85, 28, 07. Grab your primary objective, and let's get on out of here. Now, if you head out here to the right, you're closer to the exit. You can climb over the wall right here, and then instantly just walk up these stairs, and the exit's gonna be straight ahead. Now, if you did all that right, you should be outside without an alarm on. As I did state earlier, you do not have to kill everybody inside of there. I simply wanted to show you guys how and where to kill them, so that after you collect the primary, you don't get the secondary guards seeing dead bodies or cameras seeing dead bodies. That vehicle is always free right here that I just went and grabbed. And if you just drive right on back past the front of the compound right here, follow this dirt road for a little bit, head on up here by this little army tent, this little army barricade thing. And then you want to go ahead and just stay to your left right up here. We're going to head out into this little peninsula area. Ride the left-hand side to avoid all the trees so you don't get stuck smashing into trees. On this bottom corner, just drive right off into the water. And as soon as you get out here, you see these 3 mines right here to my left that kind of look like they're in the shape of a triangle? If you simply swim right here to the center of these 3, you'll get out. Everybody jumps in the water, a lot of people jump in the water and swim for a really long time. I'm already out right here. Take a good note on the map where I am. So I drove off this corner of the peninsula right here and swam just that little bit, and I'm already out. And that's it. Easy mode, everybody. See, I got platinum. Pat on the back, oh yeah. If you guys made it this far inside of the video, please go ahead and drop a like on it. It really helps me out with the algorithm. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope everybody learned something here today. And until next time, peace, love, and happiness, y'all. Bye.